Good afternoon. I'm Jeremy Hobbs, president of the Chattahoochee Valley Better Way Foundation here in Columbus, Georgia, and this is HIV and Me. We're talking a little bit about HIV here in the South, the rural areas. Now, Columbus is not exactly a rural area. It does have about 180,000 people here. That's a good amount. Now, true, we don't have the numbers that Atlanta has because Atlanta's numbers just continue to skyrocket one after another. And it's usually, I met somebody the other day, matter of fact, that's 20 years old and HIV positive. And this is a growing trend. It's not, 5-7 years ago, that would have just shocked me. But today, it's just like, a normal day. I mean, I expect to see people that are of that age group and even younger that are positive. And it's really sad because we're not doing enough in the war on AIDS. We've got a lot of great things going on in Washington. We've actually got a national strategy for AIDS. You have some people yelling about it. You have some people supporting it. Any way you look at it, it's a start. And that's where we have to look, that's where we have to be humbled that a president has actually put together a plan like this. And does it need changes? Absolutely. Every plan needs changes. And the changes need to come based on what your needs are. And I think as time goes along, it will improve, just like everything else will. But we've got to stop our infection rates. A new study came out just a few months ago, and I was just totally blown away by these numbers. Of all the people living with HIV and AIDS here in the United States, 20% of those people don't even know they have the virus. Now, here's the real kicker. That 20% is responsible for 70% of all new infections. And every year in the United States, over 56,000 people are newly diagnosed with HIV and AIDS. So we must do everything we can to curb this. And I go to nightclubs, I go to all these places and talk to people the importance of testing. Remember, one call, that's all. And we'll get you tested. You'll get set up with condoms. And it's absolutely free, okay? And guess what? You get your results within 20 minutes of the time you go in there. And all the time that you call me, I can usually get you in there that day. And you get your results that day. It just basically takes you picking up the phone and calling me for a free HIV test. If you go anywhere else, if you go to your doctor, you go anywhere, any of these other places, the health department, places like that, you're going to pay. Call me at 706-580-6239 if you're in the Columbus, Chattahoochee Valley area, and I will make sure that you get your test today. Now, of course, that doesn't include Saturdays and Sundays. We got to have some days off. But take action. Be proactive in your own health care and protect not just yourself, but protect others as well. This is a big fight going on. And, you're seeing all the time where these people are going to jail because they infected people. And, the sad part is some of those people didn't even know it. We had a lady client that came to our office and our support group about 2 weeks ago. And she had been with the same guy for the last 6 years. She has 5 kids. And now she's positive for HIV because he had it. And he never told her. She asked him all these questions. Why do you keep getting sick? Why do you keep getting these staph infections? Why do you keep having to go to the hospital? And he never would tell her the truth. That is manslaughter. Okay? You are sitting there taking someone else's livelihood, their health, and putting it in total chaos. Because once they have this virus, they're going to have to live the rest of their life on medicines or whatever until a damn cure is found. And that's just the facts. Okay? So don't just think about yourself. Think about others as well. Because you are the master of your own destiny, and your actions, those actions, can affect so many people. Not only affect, but infect. And remember, we're just trying to change the course of HIV and AIDS here in Columbus and everywhere else that we open up our offices. Speaking of offices, this has been a tough year for us. It really has. At the beginning of the year, we all had new offices and stuff like that. We had a new location, and it just didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to. This recession has crippled our organization in so many ways. It wasn't just the rent factor. It was everything else that went into it. The insurance, pest control, all your utilities. And I am going to knock Georgia Power here, okay? Because they have a monopoly here. and we're just made to accept it. Not only that, but they grant them another extension. I mean, another price enhancement, as they call it, starting next year. For every 1,000 kilowatts, it's another $10. Our power bill for a 500 square foot building was $380 last month, and we're only there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we turn off the power whenever we leave. We tried to do everything we possibly could to save money, but it just didn't work out. But the Lord, I believe, leads us into the right directions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud that we are at the CSU Cunningham Center, which is a derivative of Columbus State University. It's off Warm Springs Road. The actual mailing address is 3100 Gentian Boulevard, Suite 129, Columbus, Georgia 31907. But you can find it right off Warm Springs Road. We still have every bit of our services that we offered before. We're not denying people or cutting back our services, because that was my main goal. We will never charge our clients anything for their services. And we will always continue to work to promote awareness, prevention, and education in our community. And that's something that I will do until the day I leave this organization that I founded back in 2007. Let's face it, AIDS is not the most popular charity. It's not. And in this recession, charity comes last. But people out there, I hope you know that it does take money to make these organizations run. It does take money to keep people coming to the groups, to keep the word out, to help feed the folks whenever they come to the groups. Because in the South, we have a saying, if you feed them, they'll come. And it's the absolute truth. One thing our organization does that makes it so successful with our clients is that it's positive led. I'm HIV positive. Everybody that's in my organization that works with me is HIV positive. And we work every day to ensure that our clients get the best help, medicinal awareness, nutrition, education, just basically the best education they can possibly get. And every week we do topic studies. And some people say, well, I don't know, I don't like topics. Well, tough. Topics help you focus on things that you normally wouldn't focus on, A, or B, things that you don't want to focus on. And that's the whole importance of getting people's mindset towards the right direction. Because we want you to live a good, long, healthy life. And the only way to do that is to read these topics, to live these topics, to bring your life into these topics, because every one of these topics that we come up with is somehow affecting us, our families, or whatever. And another service that we provide too that's absolutely free of charge that most don't have is free counseling from a certified state counselor. We'll have family counseling, we'll have one-on-one counseling, we'll have marriage counseling, we'll do everything we can. Our organization has literally saved marriages and helped rebuild family structures. And that's something that we can do for you. All you got to do is call us. One call, that's all. BetterWayFoundation.com. I look forward to seeing you for our next program, and I'm glad to be back. Thanks so much, and you all have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.